Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. I want to briefly touch on one specific subject and a point that I have about it. When I talk about buying a home or investing in real estate, I have two different hats on. I have the investor hat, where investors buy homes completely differently from a retail buyer. When I say buy a home, I'm talking to the retail audience, and that is you. Until such time as you become a real estate investor, you're not going to be able to buy a home the same way as a real estate investor is. So why am I making this video? I'm making this video because sometimes in the same video, I will have both hats on, and I will allude to the fact that I can show you how to buy real estate as an investor. An investor does not pay retail for real estate. Real estate investors are looking to buy real estate at wholesale prices, not retail prices. And even so, here is one thing that you should know. Cash is king. If you can buy a house and pay cash for it, you can command a much better price than the average retail buyer. Now, a lot of you, your head probably exploded. Who would pay cash for a home? Real estate investors do it all the time. 54% in 2013, 54% of all home purchases in Las Vegas was from cash buyers. 54%. So don't say people aren't doing it. They're doing it. And whether or not they were real estate investors is immaterial, and there is really no way of knowing. Now, I get a lot of pushback from preppers who come into my channel. I'm assuming it's preppers. Now, if I say I'm going to show you how to buy homes, and then I have a prepper comes in and says, don't buy homes, the market is inflated. But I'm not talking about retail purchasing. I'm not talking about taking out a mortgage. I'm not talking about that at all. And then occasionally I will get a real estate investor come in. I don't know the level of their experience, but they will make some statement, and it leads me to believe that they know a little bit, but they don't know a lot. Trying to correct me on words like flipping. Flipping simply means buying wholesale and selling retail. That's the true nature of flipping. Now, your exit strategy for flipping isn't always to actually sell. You can have an exit strategy of renting, being a landlord. Now, there is the colloquial term of flipping. I flipped a car. I bought it wholesale, sold it retail. That's a colloquial term for it. The actual term used in the actual industry, flipping simply means that you acquired a house and you have an exit strategy for it. The way that they use it on TV is that they're talking about rehabbers. These are people who buy homes, rehab the home, and then sell it for a profit. Rehabbing has zero to do with flipping. You can buy a home for wholesale and then sell it to another wholesaler. You can buy a home at wholesale, sell it to a cash buyer. You can buy a home at wholesale and sell it to a retail customer on a lease option, because we're talking about you are not doing any rehab. And all of that is flipping, and it has nothing to do with rehab whatsoever. Retail customers of today take out mortgages, and they pay full retail. And of course, when you take out a mortgage, then you're paying like double the actual price. It's ridiculous. This video is to let you know I know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to get you into a house in a bubble market, and every city isn't the same. I'm just looking over some research here, and they did an analysis. They came out with their real estate index for 2015, Dallas, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Miami, Tampa, Orlando, all top the markets of the best real estate markets for investors. The worst, Hartford, Connecticut, Salt Lake City, Louisville, Kentucky, Los Angeles. So you have to distinguish between, or differentiate between retail purchases and versus investing. Now, I'm talking about investing. I'm not really concerned about retail. You hear retail ever, oh, come take a loan out at this bank. It's not what I'm talking about. Now, what I'm trying to differentiate right now is the market has shifted to renting as king and not buying as king. What does that mean? The majority of the market is going to rent, not buy. In a buying market, you want to just flip houses to retail customers. In a renting market, your exit strategy is to be a landlord. Now, I will get into much greater detail in my paid videos that I'm planning on making. But I just wanted to briefly touch over the distinction here. I believe this is a renting market. You want to buy a home and lease it out, become a landlord. And I have a video upcoming in my paid videos talking about how to be a landlord, and all you do is collect a check. You never do anything other than collect the check. Now, is that something that you could be on board with? I'm pretty sure everybody would say yes. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show.